And I think that's horrible that they expose that to the public. He's trying to build a career in comedy. And you're going to fuck up his career by telling everybody that he has mental health issues and fuck him? I mean, who does that? What kind of respectable human being does that to their own child? Yeah, don't call us your babies, man. I don't want to be treated like you treat your own flesh and blood, baby. So yeah, I'm no longer a fan of Monique's. You know, I don't know. I still, stand behind the videos that I made before about what I said about Tyler Perry and Oprah. But besides that, as a person, no, she needs a lot of mental health work. She really does. And Sydney is definitely an enabler. You know, he is like the epitome of a controlling enabler. If you have a stepfather or you're with someone that's not your child's father or any relation, don't bring them into your discussions. I remember one time when I went to my sister's house and my brother introduced me to this woman that was there. He told me, "Oh, this is my girlfriend, Mary Thelma." And I said, "Oh yeah, nice to meet you," whatever. And then she turns, at one point, like 20 minutes after we got there, she turns to my daughter and she says, "I think the message you left on your uncle Larry's answering machine was very disrespectful." And I looked at her and I looked around the room and I said, "Who is this woman?" And they said, "Debbie." And I said, "No." I said, "Who are you?" This woman, I barely met her. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I guess everybody thought it was okay for her to say something to me. You don't know me, lady. And even if you did, it's not your place to say anything to it's between my daughter and her uncle. And the phone call she was talking about is that my daughter was telling me that she felt resentful because her uncle would visit my other sister and her kid all the time. We lived right around the corner from her, and that sister, and he would never come and visit me and my two girls. He barely knew their names. So I told her, "Well, call him and tell him." And she called him and told him, but she wasn't yelling at him. She wasn't obviously using curse words. That's her uncle. But she did voice her opinion, which she had a right to. And then we see this woman, and this woman thinks that she can tell my kid what to do. Excuse me? I set her ass straight. So yeah, no. When I have any kind of dispute with my daughters, I would never bring a third party in. My daughters would look at me like I had two heads if I did that, because they know me. And I'm sure they wouldn't appreciate it either. And when I've told my daughters something personal, I tell them, "Please don't tell your boyfriend or your husband. I know you tell him everything, but don't tell him my stuff, because I'm talking to you, not to him." Okay, so yeah, I thought that was very disrespectful. Please don't do that if you're with someone and you're talking to your kid. They need to butt out of it. Because the child's going to feel like they can never come to you and have a personal, private conversation with you because you're always going to include your husband. That's not cool. You always want to keep that bond and that communication open with your child, always, and have them always feel comfortable, because you knew that child way before you knew this other person, that you're with now, this new boyfriend or this new husband. But, unfortunately, Sydney seems to love to keep Monique in the victim role. And you can't grow emotionally when you're always in the victim role. So yeah, that's just a really dysfunctional situation. I think the best thing this boy can do is just stay away from her, because I don't think she loves him. I don't think she loves her son. I don't think a mother that truly loves her son could do that. I know she has emotional problems, or maybe she's just really stuck in victimhood, but it doesn't seem like she has any interest, because she said something about lending him money for a car or co-signing for a car. Well, big fucking deal. All mothers do that. All parents do that. I co-signed a car for my nephew because my sister wouldn't do it. So he called me and said, "Auntie, would you co-sign for this car?" I said, "Sure." I mean, that's just stuff family does for each other. You don't get an Academy Award for co-signing a car for your kid, okay? It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's just the best thing he can do is stay away from her, because she doesn't seem to have any plans of getting any help. You can't get help when you think nothing's wrong with you, okay? And she apparently doesn't think anything's wrong with her. Right now she's being a perpetual victim. And see, I dropped my victimhood a long time ago, because I said it wasn't serving me. It was only hindering my growth. So I wish them both the best. You know, I hope that he, especially him, I hope that he can get over trying to get his mother's love, because I got over it and it's very freeing. So love you guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.